who is the richest in Disney Marvel character? Black Panther, Iron Man, or Scrooge McDuck? But don't worry, this class isn't to talk about fictional characters, it's to talk about the real market. I'm going to bring the richness of these guys from the cinema to real world, and if you watch until the end, you will love this content. Let's analyze the three according to what was present in the movie and cartoons. But first, I want to show you something important things without beating around the bush. What makes an asset, product or service have an increased value? There are several factors. The desire awakened in customer. Yes. The price charged by the competition. Yes. Similar products or service. Yes. But today we are not going to talk about any of these characteristics. The video is about the basic law of the market, of any existing market. Do you know which one it is? What makes an asset or product have increased value? Firstly is the law of supply and demand. The old law of supply and demand, where demand is equal how much people go for that, tell us that the value of God, product or service is greatly influenced by the quantity available of it and the number of people interested by that good or enjoy that service. It is hard to understand, so I put a figure here so you can understand better. In this image above, the scale determines the price of a product. The greater the demand, the more the price of product supply literally rise, the lower of demand, the more the price of the product supply drops. So, when you put up a product, a service, a work of art, or a used car for sale, you make an offer, and the value of that goods is determined by the market. Demand is the other side of coin. It's the number of the people interested in that type of good. Supply and demand. Okay? The law of supply and demand is automatically applied in any existing market. The labor market, the financial market, and the real economy. Supply and demand not only depend on the number of people interested in good or service, but how interested they are. But in today's video, I proposed trying to find out who the richest character is. Scrooge McDuck, Iron Man, or Black Panther, right? So now let's get to the real lesson. Let's analyze each of them. Let's bring their fortune to reality. In reality, Uncle Scrooge is a first-rare investor. Being a successful businessman in several areas, he is a banker, miner, etc. He is so smart that he invests his money in a diversified way, and in his house he has a safe full of coin in which he invests part of his money. But those aren't normal coins, those are gold coins. And being gold coins, it serves as asset protection. It has little volatility, which wouldn't make Scrooge McDuck much richer in the long term, but it serves as a very intelligent reserve. Meanwhile, the rest of his money is invested in things that are a little more risky and that gives a more aggressive return than gold. Forbes once surveyed Scrooge McDuck's asset and he has worth something around $65.4 billion. Not bad for a stingy duck. Iron Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe went through a business transition from developing military weaponry to a more sustainable and abundant energy source, the nuclear energy called ARC reactor. Society's demand in the real world for its new project, clear energy, it's absurd. And as long as Tony Stark has the capacity to supply this energy to various locations in the world, are not just the New York, that's it. if he has the capacity to gain scale with his business, Iron Man would be doing very well. And his ability to make money is extremely powerful. I would say that depending on the scale at which he is able to produce energy, his ability to make money is in the hundreds billion of dollars annually, maybe a few trillion of dollars. And finally, talking about Black Panther. As King of Wakanda, the Black Panther already had the absurd heritage, coming from his reign, taxes, minerals, etc. But Black Panther's greatest wealth comes from vibranium, the perfect metal, as it is the most resistant and the most malleable on the planet Earth, capable of transforming into anything, but is also the most expensive, worth 10 million kilo. In a study carried out by American consultants that analyzed the mountain in Wakanda where vibranium is located, they said that there is approximately 9 million kilos of vibranium. Shall we do the math? 9 million kilos times 10 million per kilos is equal $90 trillion. Yes, I said $90 trillion. So Black Panthers is countless time reaching their Iron Man and Scrooge McDuck together. But here is the fun. This is where we can bring this guy's fortune into the real world. This is where the reason why you watch this video is hidden. Answer me, what does vibranium cost $10 million per kilo? Because on one hand, it is extremely rare metal, and on the other hand, is extremely desired by the many buyers. Once again, if the world discovered that there are 9 million kilos of vibranium, what would happen to the value per kilo of this metal? It would plummet because the supply would be infinitely greater. In other words, the law of supply and demand could negatively affect Black Panther's wealth. However, Black Panther has a weapon in his hand that can help him hold back the stratospheric price per kilo of vibranium. This weapon is efficient against the law of supply and demand. Are you interested in knowing what can be effective against the law of supply and demand? So pay attention. The Black Panther has the monopoly on vibranium. In other words, only he in entire world has the blessed metal. If you don't buy from him, you don't buy from anyone else. If Black Panther signed a business consulting contract with me, I would help him keep the price of vibranium up there. I would charge him a few billion dollars, and I would teach him two simple things. First, I would announce and sell vibranium little by little. I would not put the offer on the market all at once. From time to time, I would make some 600 kilos appear here and 800 kilos appear there. And more importantly, with my second tip, I could make him much richer than they already would be, way beyond 90 trillion. Want to know how? Second, I would sell little raw vibranium. I would try to sell it in a developed, technologically industrialized form. All kinds of products and sub-products based on this metal would sell embedded technology with it in the form of chips, cell phones that don't break the screen, rockets that don't explode at launch, to make Elon Musk look like a supporting character. Following these two tips, Black Panther's wealth would be much higher than 9 trillion in the initial calculation. If you like it, leave your like. I'm Danilo Leão de Souza, and this is Renegas.